Morning, everyone. This is Source Codex, aka Jazz Fusion Guy, and I wanted to give you folks a heads up on a new release called Allan's Legacy, the 19 Men of Tain. I only found out about this release recently, and I got up with Enrico Pinna, the mastermind behind this release, featuring various artists like Mike Stern, John Etheridge, and others. I won't go into a lot of detail. I'll just let you read up about it yourself. But I have listened to this CD. Enrico sent me the MP3 files, and as well as the real thing, the CD, which I haven't opened yet. But the MP3 files are well enough for me to know this is a great release. And if you're into Allan Holdsworth or jazz fusion like I am, this is a CD worth having in your collection, whether you download it or whether you order the physical CD. Enrico decided this was something he wanted to do, and along with the CD, let me scroll up here. If you click on shop on his website, enricopinna.com, you can also order backing tracks for you to practice. If you're a bassist, you order play along minus bass, and you can practice your bass. If you're a guitarist, you order minus guitar, and so forth. Drummer, order minus drums. But if you just want digital of this and can't wait, want to hear it immediately, you can get the 24-bit audio file version for $25. Well, $25 in another monetary unit, which you can figure that out yourself. I'm not going to. Or you can get it in FLAC, or you can get it as an MP3 download. Let me go ahead and crank it up and let you have a listen while I am working. Okay, let me pull this up. This release, at least on the YouTube channel, it doesn't show it to be but maybe 5 or 6 months old, and I found out about it a few weeks ago. Okay, I give this release a 2 thumbs up. Every composition is a pleasure to listen to, and I believe if Allan were still with us, he would definitely approve of this release. Musicianship is stellar, and I always enjoy hearing reinterpretations of Allan Holdsworth's songs. If you're a fan of great guitar work and a Holdsworth fan, this release belongs in your collection. I see that I misspelled the word release, so let me fix that right now. Okay, now along with this video, I have added links in the comments below to various videos out there talking about this release and showing the different contributors doing their thing. I've included a link to the shop where you can get the CD, and I have included a link for you folks wondering about Enrico Pinna. You can watch him doing Holdsworth style guitar playing for the first minute and 27 seconds. The rest of it, he talks about how to use the back and track. And like I'll say in videos I've said before, if you indeed go to buy this release because of what you have heard here on this channel, let Enrico know about it so he knows that you came from here. Okay, we've got Mike Stern contributing, Paul Vertigo, Jason Rebello, Joel Taylor, John Etheridge, and many others. There's a lot of great videos of people talking about Holdsworth, and just a wonderful collection of things said about this release. So here are the songs that are covered: Wardenclyffe Tower, Red Alert, Devil Takes the Hindmost, Three Sheets to the Wind, Letters of Mark, Looking Glass, Water on the Brain, Fred, City Nights, Above and Below, Material Unreal, Protocosmos, Non-Brewed Condiment, and Endomorph. This is a nice selection, a nice coverage of this CD release. And I thought I'd let you folks know this video almost never happened. And why is that? Because I very likely could have died January 1st of this year. Why? Well, if you're interested, keep watching the video. If not, just shut it off. But January 1st, 2022, I went into the attic to measure for putting in flooring to increase my storage space. I lost my balance, I fell, I almost went through the ceiling. Okay, I made it back out of the attic, recuperated through the day. I had some major scrapes and bumps and scratches, but nothing serious. I chilled out. I didn't do nothing the rest of the day. We ordered pizza that night, and when I'm taking out the pizza box to the trash, we had a major downpour. A storm front entered our town, and it was raining to where I could barely see. I pulled my t-shirt up over my head, and I started running headlong around the corner of the house back to the front of the house. Well, the shoes I were wearing, they got wet and my foot twisted inside of them. I lost my balance. I flew through the air like a football player trying to make a tackle, but instead of tackling a football player, I went headfirst into the railings of my house. I actually broke the railings. I'm a big guy. Now, when I stood back up, there was blood everywhere. I wound up in the ER, 29 stitches. I was beat to pieces. 5.5 hours later, I made it home. Fortunately, no brain bleed, no skull fracture, no broken bones, no damage to my vertebrae, and here I am. Maybe wiser, but banged up. But here's the video, and I'm going to cycle through a few more songs, and I will not show you the nasty scar that wound up on my head. Okay, to me, this sounds great. Next song. And again, these are only snippets. That sounds like Brad. All right, next song. I'm not going to cover the solos because I think you ought to be surprised by how good they are in your own listening. Next song. I think this sounds great. Good stuff. Well, I believe this is Proto-Cosmos. Very early in Holdsworth's career when he was with Tony Williams. Next track. Non-Brewed Condiment from the famous album Atavachron, where Holdsworth really played a lot of syntax. And this last song is Endomorph. And if I'm not mistaken, Endomorph was from Secrets. Now, in my opinion, as a listener to everything Holdsworth ever put out, every group he ever played with, if there's one of his solo albums you need to get that, in my humble opinion, really shows him at his best, and that is his release, Secrets. If you want to hear Holdsworth rocking out, even approaching that good old pentatonic scale, rock and rollin', I would suggest you listen to Heavy Machinery. An album that really sold well and kind of put Holdsworth on the map for a wide range of genre appreciation. I'd say Metal Fatigue. Now, if you want to hear Holdsworth go absolutely crazy, like I've never heard him play before, you need to try and find the unreleased Never Was, Never Will Be. Contact me directly and maybe we can work something out about that release, because I have it. Direct from Mark Gleed. I have remastered it and I think it sounds great. But on Never Was, Never Will Be, Holdsworth just cuts loose like I have never heard before. And I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. It's been 20 years or more since that release was supposed to come out. But I've heard nothing new about it. And I have been in contact with Mark Gleed. And he keeps saying, we're going to make it bigger and better and more songs, and then we're going to release it. Well, it's 2022. It's 22 years since the cassette tape of Never Was, Never Will Be was sent to me. Well, we'll see about all that. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed this info video about this latest Allan Holdsworth related CD release. And again, I highly recommend it. I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to just let you listen to some music as we fade out. Until later, this has been Source Codex and the Jazz, Rock, Fusion, and Synthesizer Music channel. Buy this CD now.